everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Falcon Plays Rimworld. And what are we looking at here today? Apologies for the ineptitude on my part to figure it out. It's probably my first time recording Rimworld in probably 4 or 5 days now, so usually when I come back to Rimworld after a few days off, I'm always kind of a little bit lost. Kind of like a deer in the headlights type of thing here. As you can see this over here, alright, so we have our rooms being still mined out, understandable. Over here, I think we have industrial area and kitchen area being built, which is also good. And let's see what else. Alrighty, that's there. Let's check out our prison really quickly and let's introduce new people that I've probably renamed here. Let's see here. We have Slayer 333, which is basically like the lesser evil form of Slayer 666. But you have Slayer 333 from the comments and the viewer, etc., etc. Slayer 333, welcome aboard, my friend. You're in jail. Are you being recruited? Is that the real question here, though? And you're not, so let's get that going on, because past Falcon usually doesn't do stuff for future Falcon. And let's see who else we have. We have King Sug, who's also not set up for recruitment, so let's do that. Excellent, alrighty. And who else do we have here? We have W. Shams, still waiting around. He's set up for recruitment, though. We also have Krogax. So Krogax, welcome aboard, my friend. You're also set up for recruitment. Alright, so we have Krogax, we have King Sug and Slayer waiting about. And who do we have here? Lin Chusen, but he's one of my dudes that's trying to recruit people, and same thing with Tiny. These guys are actually pretty low in health. These guys need to get some rest really soon. Alrighty, so if I remember correctly, we had a raid. Obviously, you can tell by the fucking bodies around, and the fact that we have no turrets outside. And secondly, we also are dealing with a bit of a power situation. We need a lot more power. And these laser drills haven't drilled holes into the fucking earth yet for us to build for more geothermals right here. So I think that for now we're gonna probably have to, unfortunately I don't want to do it, but for now we're gonna have to add a few more of these solar generators, just so that we have enough power to keep us going. Meanwhile, where do I want to add these? Though it's reality. I guess I'll add one here for now. Now this is gonna be only temporary, guys. Don't worry about the solar generators being over here in the way. I don't like these here whatsoever, but at least for now we're gonna have to kind of deal with it. And if I want to set up another one, like say right here, and even here, I could set this one up now, right? But the one down over here we're gonna need, we need to mine at least 2 more squares. So let's do 1, 2 like that. And then we'll put another one underneath it. And again, this is literally temporarily just so we get our batteries kind of filled up. And then when these guys are up and going, we'll be able to set up some geothermal generators right there. Alrighty, so other than that though, we still have to clean up for past Falcon's bullshit over here, which is something I'm not too crazy about, but you know, so be it. Let's see, machining table, let's check out my builds really quickly. Disassembling mechanoids, alright, well we have none to disassemble right now. Smelting metal, that's still good because weapons is always good. We stopped the construction of the L-15s for some reason, is there a reason why I did that? I'm not entirely sure, why would I do that? I can imagine we could need more L-15s. Oh, there's a lot of weapons over here too. If we could get a trade, if we could get a trade ship, we could actually make some money soon, but you know, because we have like next to no money right now. Alrighty, so for now, let's actually just get the game going here. And we'll kind of go as we'll do something like a as we go need basis and whatnot. But for now, bodies should be hauled down over here, that's understandable. This isn't part of our home region, is it? Like where I need to burn bodies at home region? Oh, it is. Alright, so let's remove home region from this over here. Alright. And maybe even the walls in case they were to catch fire. I doubt that's gonna happen, but just in case, you never know when Rimworld wants to fuck me over. And we'll do that. Alright, so that works out pretty good. That'll be for the bodies that we need to burn, because we're actually gonna have to burn bodies really shortly. We did lose somebody last episode, and that was Immortal Fox, so I apologize for that. We need to actually get a grave for Immortal Fox going as well. So let's get the game going in regular time. Meanwhile, I figure this out. Where would the graves be at now? Misk. Okay, so they're no longer in structures, which makes sense. It never used to make sense to me when they were like in structures, but okay. We're gonna kind of have to build a momentarily graveyard. It's not gonna be the permanent one, but at least for now, let's just put it like over here for the meantime. And let's see here. We have a light machine gun that needs to be picked up. The squirrel body as well. Put that in there. Is this actually set up for... No, it's not set up for animals, I don't think, right? Corpses and animal corpse. For now, let's just put the squirrel in there. I don't want to hang it over there. And we're still not, you know, using a butcher table to butcher animals, so we'll hold up for a second there before we do that. So we'll have that going on. And let's see, let's actually speed up time a little bit. And meanwhile, let's do some wooden doors here and here. Alrighty, we lost a bit of our wall over here because our turrets blew up, if I remember correctly, so let's do this. And let's do this. And secondly, turrets outside. You know what, I've been reading the comments recently, and one of the things that I've foregone doing is the fact that obviously turrets only work better when, raiders are being funneled through one area, not kind of spread about. That's the reason why we lose the turrets outside so often. And I was told, like, Falcon, you should start doing this so they just start, like, funneling in. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. How would I do that? Well, what I could do is add, like, another outside wall, like a second defense area. That could be good. Don't want to do that right now, though? Probably. Do we have the stone wall to do it, though, or the stone blocks to do it over? Yeah, 1,070? Yeah. So what if we, like, momentarily did something like, let's say we did this, that would be like 637, that's a lot, but still, it would be pretty useful. And then if we go down like this, yeah, so we'd have enough stone blocks for this little endeavor here. So let's cancel out, let's say, centered out a bit, so we'll do... cancel that out, and then we'll do wooden door on this guy over here. Okay? So that'll work out for that. And then what I want to do is, if we have that going on, we'll basically want to put a few blast charges over here, emergency blast charges, and then outside, no more turrets. We're just going to focus on turrets in here, so that raiders have to come in through here most of the time, and then our turrets could basically take care of them as they come in through that side. So that'll be basically the next setup that we need to do. Obviously, this isn't the best way to funnel the raiders, right? I would love to actually, at one point or another, once we have everything set up inside, which is more important to me, for outside, I would love to do like a tunnel system where we're going to do like, basically raiders have to go kind of like tower defense almost, where they have to go like, say towards the right, go down, towards the left, go down. And basically what I want to do is set up some turrets in each one of those turns so they can kind of like snipe raiders as they come, right? So it's going to be like a little bit of a weird trap funhouse type of thing. And by trap funhouse, I don't mean like, necessarily males that dress up as females to like, trick people into thinking they're females, and you you kind of take them to bed, and like heat of the moment, you're over there undressing, and suddenly it pops up, and you're like, hey, what are you doing? How come you have my junk? And they're like, well, because you got tricked. And it's like, oh, all right, well, that's fine. I'm okay with that. You should have just let me know before the time, just like no, that's not what I mean at all. I assure you. Oh, sorry. I'm still not completely healed, so there's occasional coughs here and there. So I'll apologize for that. Either way, though, we have that going on. Solar generators are in here, meaning our batteries should hopefully start powering up a bit. And let's see, we need to have like a better defense for our fighters inside. I don't like this whole bullshit here with the sandbag thing. That's the reason why we lost Immortal Fox, which I really am. It's really unfortunate. But how we're going to do this? Well, what I would love to do is actually set up, let's see, we have enough metal for all this endeavors? I think we do. This is another thing that I need to... basically address. You saw how in the start of the episode we got the plants set up and everybody was mining. For some reason now, my plants just disappear. I'm not sure what it is, but it just happens suddenly, which sucks. And, apparently I can't use my planting tool anymore because after a little while, it just disappears like the whole thing for no reason. So I'm not sure what that's all about. Maybe it's a mod and conflicting. I'm not entirely sure, but I guess we'll figure out soon enough. You know what else I want to do? I'm going to pick up this poop over here. Just so that if we get a trade chip, we can actually sell that for a little bit of silver, assuming we get the chance to do that. So we'll do that, and my big goal right now is to actually basically put concrete all over all this outside area. I'm tired of having all the greenery here. I feel that our fruit production is going to be pretty good, assuming it was on for once. Did I turn these off and not turn them back on? I did. Alrighty, Falcon, you're an idiot. That's understandable. We already knew that by this point, so there's no really need to kind of repeat that whatsoever, because something that we were all perfectly aware of. So let's see, how are we going to do this? Well, is the grave over here built? It is. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is send... All the bodies have been picked up? Yeah. So what we're going to do here is, for now, what is this supposed to be? Preferred? Let's switch this over to normal for now, and then we'll go over to the graveyard, or not the graveyard itself. Oh, we put a fucking raider in there. Okay, hey you. Do me a favor, do me a solid here. How can we do this? I might as well just deconstruct this thing, right? Yeah, let's just deconstruct it for now. Raiders do not go in graves, right? They get burnt. And speaking of burning raiders, we should probably start doing that. Who is my, my dude that burns bodies? I forgot again. Who is it? It's Nab. It's Nab. It's totally Nab. Alrighty. Believe me, sometimes my memory isn't as bad as I lead you on to believe, and I remember stuff at times, so that's always really good. So, Nab, get over here really quickly, okay? Got no time for this fucking jibba-jabba stuff. Get over here. Alright. Thank you, Nab. So come in here really quickly, and what I want you to do... Alright, Tiny picked that body up, which is good. So here's what we're gonna do. Nab, you send a little bit of a flame Molotov in there, or, Molotov, whatever the hell you want to call it. Not a flame one. Obviously, it's a flame one. So that goes in there. Those bodies get burned. Somebody's going to pick that body up. It's going to be Daylig, and he's going to burn himself going in there probably, more than likely. That's alright. He's going to take one for the team. Oh, he didn't get burned. Good. Alright, that's always really impressive. So, what do we have here? We recruited Krogax already, so Krogax is into the colony already. Oh, sweet fucking code, man. Are those goggles around your neck? God damn, Krogax is like the epitome of fucking style in Rimworld. Alrighty, so let's find out about Krogax here really quickly. Shooting 9, melee 9, construction 10. Ooh, that's really good. Alrighty. Good job, Krogax. Let's get you a weapon, my friend. And since you're a 10, how about let's just hook you up with his light machine gun really quickly here. We need some colonist beds, though. That's understandable. Krogax, I would love you to sleep over here. Oh, the other thing in the comms that I've been reading about is like, hey, Falcon, you should probably... Let me see. A home zone region. Let's, add home zone regions to the rooms inside so that my people start cleaning up rooms inside, obviously, for one. So we'll do this. Not really, exactly being too prudent about where I put this home zone region, but for now, let's just do it through there. So they'll start cleaning up rooms inside a bit. But what I was told in the comments is like, Falcon, you should probably switch up your characters depending on like the carpet coloring. So like fighters do red, non-fighters green, blue, etc., etc. And I think that's a good idea. So we will probably be doing that really shortly. Krogax is going to be equipping that gun, I would imagine, right? Yes. Okay. And he needs a room. So for now, we'll do this one for Krogax, but that's not going to be the permanent room. Obviously, we'll probably switch somebody off from the top side. Even though I will be putting down some carpeting down over here to kind of differentiate people depending on their fighting abilities and whatnot. Alright, so that's gonna keep going right now. How is our outside wall going? Almost done. Good. That's really good. So now that we have that going, bodies are burning. What we want to do is set up the graveyard one more time. And, yeah, sure, go right there. And while we're at it, let's start putting up these security turrets for outside and seeing how that's gonna work out for now. I gotta tell you guys, I really miss the mod that I had last colony with the improved turrets. Jesus Christ, those were so good. It's a lot different now that you have the shitty turrets again. So, alright, that'll obviously get all the people coming inside. I want to focus on this guy, though. This guy will not be able to reach the front door, which is really, really not good. This guy could barely reach it. Barely reach it. So we'll do this guy like here, right? Because he could barely reach in through there. And then this guy could just hang out straight up over here and get most of these guys anyway. Probably even do this a bit. Okay, this guy's good. It's this one over here that's the problem, meaning I should probably mine out this stuff again and probably switch it up so that the metal walls are a bit closer and I can actually connect the, Or do I really want to do it? You know what I'm going to do? Might be a little bit silly on my part, but just because I'm lazy, I'm going to actually set up the outside power conduits, if I could just find them here. They're structure, right? Structure. We're going to move this a bit towards, like, here, and then here, and then we'll just move this, like, a tad over here. And I think that should be more than enough to get the turret connected. Alright, so this is basically Falcon's, lazy, easy way out of this whole thing. So hopefully it works out for us. Now that those bodies are burning and the graveyard should just about be built, I'd imagine really soon, we'll be able to move, Immortal Fox to, you know, rests forever immortally, I suppose. Alright, and people are sleeping, which is good. This gives me a little bit of chance to actually set up rooms here. So Krogax is sleeping over here, which is a fighter, which is perfect. That's exactly where I want him to be at. So Krogax, how about really quickly we'll do a floor decoration for you here. How much metal do we have? Oh, we have enough metal. So we'll do floors and we'll do fighters are going to be red, obviously. Makes sense, right? Red, angry colors. Makes sense to me. So that's good right there. And let's see here. Christopher Sword is also a good fighter. Shooting 8, definitely. So he gets one of those. What about Tiny? Let me zoom in. Lin Chuzin, I think he's a good fighter as well. I think for the most part, everybody up here for now should be decent fighters. Two-Face is indeed, Batman is. I'm not sure about Lakota, though. I'm not sure about Phoenix. So some of these guys have to come and sleep just so I get an idea as to what the fuck's going on here. So you'll apologize, so I'm going to leave the game a bit paused for now just so that I could add a bit of color to these rooms and I have an idea as to who should be fighter and who should not be fighter for now. Like, I would keep the game running, but then, you know, these guys might wake up and, you know, make it like a hassle for me to do this afterwards. Or actually, you know what, let's get the game going in real time. That should be more than enough time for me to actually set stuff up here. So I do know that Batman is a good fighter. Not a great fighter, but he's like at least 7, which is more than enough. I'm not sure about the other rooms right there. What about Daylig? Daylig, I believe, is a good fighter, though, right? Yeah, shooting 10. Oscar is shooting 6. Okay, he's up there. He's kind of up there. Shooting 8 for Shinobi, so he gets one. Shooting almost a 7 for Kumai. That's not too bad. Woodard is shooting almost an 8, so he stays there. Ethan? What about Ethan over here? Ethan, shooting 4. Okay, you do not belong up here whatsoever. So here, let me do a favor. Get out of there. It's not your room anymore. You come and sleep over here. Alrighty, so Ethan's out of the way. Mad Jack. Mad Jack sounds like a good fighter. He definitely is. Alright. So, get the game going again. Ethan, you fucking move rooms. You don't belong up here, my friend. Alrighty, here comes some more people to sleep, which is good. It'll give me an idea. Ohm. Gotta find out about Ohm. We said Mad Jack is good to go, so we might as well just roof or floor up the rooms that we do know will be good for us. Kumai, yeah, just hang out in there. Along with this guy, and along with Oscar as well. What about Ohm? What's your problem, Ohm? Ohm is shooting 8. That's good. That'll keep you there. We'll do that. Alrighty, and what else? What else are we looking at here? So not sure about Levolution. Levolution has to come sleep, so I have an idea if he's good or not. And then, alrighty. So that's good so far for the most part. Then, down over here is going to be the non-fighters. Tyzilla? How is Tyzilla's fighting ability here? Tyzilla is shooting a 3. Anderson Pena shooting 1, so he definitely has one of those. We have Pyro shooting 3, Moldat shooting 3, and Atera shooting 4. Chicklets is a 3. Chris, what about Chris Redfield here? Shooting 6? Not too bad. But kind of like, I think 6 is basically the cusp of like, you know, whether you move up or not. Shooting 4, Bendover is shooting 4, and Rikaza is shooting 4. Okay. So I think these, for the most part, these guys down here are pretty much good to go too. So for this area, we'll do blue. Kind of like the passive dudes and whatnot. So we'll do that. Now, mind you, each room is taking up to like 104 metal. So we gotta keep in mind that after we do this, we're gonna have to definitely go and invest in some metal because this is gonna actually clean us out quite a bit, unfortunately. So we'll do this and do that. Do this. Might as well fucking cover both of these rooms already. Alrighty, so that's good. And then, you know what, might as well, I'm gonna put these as fighters anyway, so might as well for now just actually get the whole carpet thing going in most of the areas. Down here, I'm not sure just yet. I'm gonna probably make that green, but I need to split them up in certain ways before we actually do that. Alrighty. And we also picked up the shit, so that's also really good. At the very least, we can actually use that to sell. Alright, and my people are still over here building that wall, which is really good. This needs to be built so we can get some turrets over here, and then for now, remember, we're gonna be using a lot of metal right now, so we gotta be sure that we're gonna not stick our, foot in our mouth over here and be left without any sort of metal for our defenses. Let's see. So for now, we'll do this guy straight up over here. That'll cover the entrance along with this here. I said that's over there, and that's already being set up. And we'll do some sandbags around these cats, like so. Basically give them a little bit of defense, but not too much, but Turrets, unfortunately, can dodge bullets. They're just kind of stationary for the most part. And more than likely, once we start getting involved with some crazy fights, we're going to send the caterpillars out there. Not the caterpillars, but the centipedes out there anyway. And they'll basically be like, mobile turrets outside. Alrighty, so now that's set up. That's good. How's our power situation? Still really terrible, unfortunately. God damn it. Alrighty. How about... These fucking laser drills need to hurry it up. Power. Let's do another solar generator, I guess, for now. Oh yeah, we could build this one because I did mine that area out that we needed. So that'll be the other one, and hopefully that'll be more than enough power for now. These guys need to hurry up and do their things. So meanwhile, this is all being built. We also have to set up a little bit of a security blanket out here. I'm going to do that like so, right? Yeah, that makes sense, and then we'll do another one like right about here. Again, I'm not going to set it up with 3 bombs so it just blows up everybody coming in. I just want to weaken them, and then we'll use the turrets to finish them off and get possible knockouts, Basically, add to the addition that we could add more people to the base. Alright. I'm not sure where, Kroga's actually putting stone over there. I guess you didn't really have to do that, Krogax, but, appreciate your attempt to do that whatsoever anyway. Now, the inside has to be also remodeled. I don't like this whole sandbag thing I did say. And how's everything going over here? There's a lot of mining to be done over here because there's a lot of metal, which is good. At the very least, we do know that we won't be running out of metal after we mine some of that area out. Turrets over here are being built still. Is the wall out here done? It'll be done with Two-Face right now, so that's good. So at the very least, we have a second line of defense now, which is something that we think we really needed, especially after our last raid where Immortal Fox unfortunately died. So how we're gonna do this is basically deconstruct this over here. And we're gonna go back to the old system that we had. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. I forgot about this. Okay. Now, here's the thing. We could do a no-roof region over here. But here's the thing. Let's weigh this out. If I do a no-roof region over here, raiders can't land inside, but if they do catch my turrets on fire, it'll fuck them up. So that's not a big deal. However, the problem is if I put pillars over here to kind of roof this over, what's going to wind up happening then is that raiders are going to actually hide behind the pillars to screw us over. So I'm not sure. It's kind of like a mixed bag. I'm not sure how to go about this. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to... It's probably not in my best interest to do it, but I'm going to leave it like this. I'm not crazy about it. I'll let you guys know right now in case before you guys start complaining about it, I'm not crazy about it myself. But if I put pillars over here, raiders will then be able to not land inside, but once they come in, they'll be able to hide behind pillars and fuck up our shitty turrets. So that's the reason why I'm going to hold off on that. And speaking of shitty turrets, I think we have one more that could be built now. And we could do that one like that. Maybe even like this. Or like this. We'll do it like that. That seems good. I don't think that'll blow up the one next to it anyway. So we'll do sandbag like this. Like this and like this. We could go ahead and cancel this part over here. Now obviously this turret's a little bit more forward than the other ones. That's understandable. I understand that. And I'm okay with it too. What I could do is actually move the power conduit up a bit and actually set up a turret for the side. That wouldn't be too bad of an idea as well. Now that I think about it. I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea a lot. How's our inside going? Oh, we're actually putting floors in there. Good. I'm gonna hold off until we get till we know how our metal situation is gonna be though. That's what I'm gonna do for now. So that's good. And also, just in case, we'll do one more emergency blasting charge over here. Just in case raiders do land inside, we have this little extra bit of a defense zone going on. And this needs to be built so we can bury Immortal Fox. So that's good. And now the next thing we're going to do is actually set up the defense inside. So enter's going to be over through here. So if we can move our guys like down here, I think would be pretty much good. So we'll do structure. How's our stones looking? Stones are looking 223. So we're kind of going to have to do some stoning really quickly soon. But for now we'll do what's a good one? I would love to do like a V formation. That would actually work out pretty good too, wouldn't it? So what if we did this? Like, what if we did, let's do stone block there. Let me see how this works out in my mind here. So we'll do stone block there, right? And then we'll go ahead and go to security. We'll add a sandbag like right about here. Is that? Will that work out? How am I trying to do this? We'll do that, right? Is that right? What if I did that and then I added another stone wall here and then a sandbag over here? So basically we're going to be going down, right? Let's think of this logically here. And we'll do this. And then over here we could have like one of the snipers who has the longer range, obviously. And then, this is again, all basically off the top of my head, so I'm not sure this is going to work out, but I want to do like a bit of a different setup zone here for our defense. I'm not sure if it's going to work out too good. I'm not sure if my guys could actually shoot through this. I don't think they can, though. I think that's a really terrible idea. You know what? Let's call it an episode here. I'm not sure this is going to work out. I think that for some reason, because of how the stone walls are, they won't be able to shoot through it. That's how it normally works, though. So I'm going to call it an episode here. I'm going to marinate this off camera and then set it up. Come back next episode and set this up. At least we have some floors going on. We have some home regions added. And we have a second line of defense. So at the very least, we got that done this episode, which is really important. And then, again, I also want to set this up because we do need some metal over here. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Nothing went on today, thankfully, in terms of raids, so we're safe at the very least. But either way, we have a lot of stuff to do still. So either way, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it. I will catch you next time.